guys like to sign our petition? Permanently separate the unvaccinated from society? Anybody? How you guys doing? You guys like to sign our petition? It's to permanently remove unvaccinated people from society. You guys like to sign our petition? We haven't had any takers yet.
It's okay. You'll get some. I promise.
Really? Permanently remove anyone who's unvaccinated. Put them in a camp, you know, like a detainment center.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a good idea?
Yeah.
Remove the children from the parent just for like a temporary period of time. To remove the children from the parents so we can go ahead and get them vaccinated too. You want to sign it too? There you go. Thank you, man.
Anybody who doesn't get vaccinated would be required to quarantine in one of these centers for 14 days.
Make sure that it's mandated for every student in order to go to school. Yeah. Thank you so much. All right.
Have a nice holiday.
Enjoy your time. More information from the CDC if you're interested.
Yeah.
No? Okay. All right. God bless. Have a good one.
I think that everybody should be vaccinated.
Everyone should be. So if you'd like to sign our petition, basically it's
I don't sign any petition.
Okay, that's okay. But thank you for your support. We want to, basically separate them. Anyone who's unvaccinated, we want to separate, and isolate them. Yeah. Thank you. Hey, they're doing it in Australia. We think it's a good idea in New York too.
Oh,
Permanently separate.
Yeah.
No?
I think.
You don't think so? I agree with you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right.
I hope so.
They're already doing it in Australia. It's supposedly working really well.
Okay.
There's some parents who are a little more hesitant about vaccinating their kids, but we want to go ahead and make sure that the mayor and the governor mandate that for the students,
For sure.
anyone who's eligible. So thank you for your support.
Yeah,
All right.
So basically anybody that isn't vaccinated would have to admit themselves into one of these centers, and they would quarantine until they decide to get vaccinated.
No more unvaccinated. No more unvaccinated people in society. Would you like to sign our petition? Keep the unvaccinated out of New York. This way, they'll be placed in green zones. They have more of an incentive to get vaccinated.
You know what? I do believe in the mandate. I'll be honest.
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, anybody that isn't vaccinated would have to admit themselves. Thank you.
You Americans have been raw dogging Corona so bad that it is horrifying.
It's very sad that people refuse to believe in science, follow the science.
Very unnecessary. I don't know what kind of rights or amendments y'all have, but
You have to be vaccinated to enter restaurants and bars and venues, and we just think to seal the deal, why not have the unvaccinated just completely out of the city?
That sounds a little holocausty.
Well, I mean, in Australia, they're just quarantine camps. So if you've been traveling or if you're not vaccinated, you just have to be quarantining for 14 days. And then, a lot of them too aren't really getting the vaccine, so it's just harder, to convince more people without a more effective approach. But, this is basically just a public health measure. I mean, in the past with pandemics, there have been FEMA camps set up to, try.
Yeah.
Always got to make sure.
Yeah. And there's more info if you guys, I can give you guys a flyer. The CDC actually has this on their
Should we sign
website.
together?
These are real signatures?
They're real signatures.
So what's kind of unfair is that there's a lot of people walking around that aren't vaccinated. So we're trying to push the mayor to move these green zones, these green camps. He's already basically said he wanted to do, but there's not getting enough support from the people. So we're just asking for signatures to kind of follow in Australia's footsteps, if you will. Okay. We're trying to just basically keep out the dirty people and let the clean people go about their lives, which seems fair.
Yeah.
Big. Let's go by big.
We're just kind of gathering signatures to get that.
I wouldn't mind getting some.
Show that the people of New York actually are ready to take this to the next level.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So, yeah, very good. Great. You could just name and signature. You can put an initial. If you don't have to put the email, but we won't spam you. This will really help us kind of sort out, people that are a threat to society and those that are good to go.
So you're petitioning a form to try and get them vaccinated, and if they're not going to get vaccinated, sort of exclude them from the general public so they're not injuring anyone.
You already know, exactly. Basically, there's people can lie, right? It's that easy, and so that could be dangerous.
I mean, this is America. It was
This
made
is
off
America.
of lying.
Exactly, you already know. So the point is to be able to legally go in and say, we know you're not vaccinated, you're lying, now we can do something about it. But right now it's kind of a free-for-all, so people can still die. So this isn't anything legal. It's just showing the mayor that we have the support for the green zones, kind of like in Australia that they've been proposing. We don't really know the numbers. But if we can go in there and go door to door and then say, hey, we know exactly who you are and we know how many, if you got the booster or not, then we can start to really separate and sort out everybody. And, you know, I know it seems un-American, but really we're just trying to save lives.
Actually, it seems more safety than, well, I'm un-American.
So if New York does it, then maybe the rest of the world will do it. So, you know, it could be good for everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And we just cleared out Rikers Island, or we're about to, so might as well throw them in there, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
pretty
just lock
rough
'em up.
there.
I mean, you can't trust people, so
I
if
heard
you
some of it.
fucking hear that, nothing's gonna top that. Like,
He wants a concentration camps, right?
I said, we already have them built. We just cleared out Rikers Island, so might as well throw them in there. They're like, haha, yeah. Why not?
Be like,
They're
oh,
not scared enough. These kids are walking around. Come on. There's only one mask on that kid. Come on. There should be at least, like, I shouldn't be able to see his eyes. Well, clearly, if the parents aren't vaccinating the kids, they don't deserve to be parents, right? Because that's just harmful. So, we should take them all, put them in a cage, right? And
in a
then-
humane way, of course.
In a humane way, yeah, like a padded cage.
Yeah, padded.
With, like, the hamster stuff, the bedding.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
Sleep
just
on the-
they gotta pee, they gotta, you know,
I'm Spain,
give them a
guys.
little water bottle.
I can't do
And
it.
these freaking free thinkers, they think they can just like make up their own minds.
It's
and,
a-
like,
it's a lonely
choose their own
Right, it has to be
decisions.
their thoughts have to be programmed. That's the safest way.
I mean,
for
if the whole
everybody.
world's
But
going
it's
this
not
way, why would you go the other way? It's like, duh.